In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to solder the motor wires in place. I'm going to do this first free-handed, and then I'll make a separate video where I show you how to use the snake clamps as an aid. The first step is to get the motor wires correctly placed. So I'm going to grip the wires with my tweezers. I'm going to put them into the hole. So the order is red on the inside and blue on the outside for this connection. Doing this by hand usually works. The wires are a little bit springy, and you can usually pose them so that they naturally stay in place. And then I'm going to now heat up the joint and apply solder. When you're soldering, it's critical not to simply apply solder to the tip and attempt to smear it onto the joint. Instead, you want to heat the joint and apply solder from the opposite side until the joint is hot enough to melt the solder and it flows cleanly and evenly. So I'm just going to do this. And that blue wire is complete. So you can see if I pull on it, it stays in place. Flux is useful as sort of like cooking oil. If you apply a little tiny drop of flux to that, it will help heat transfer and ensure a nice, clean, smooth, shiny joint. That's what you're looking for. You don't want to, your joint should not have any roughness or coarseness. It shouldn't be dull. You want it smooth and shiny and secure so that when you pull on those wires, they don't come out. If you use flux, it may create a little bit of residue. There's special no clean flux, which we should probably use for this. And if you get no clean rosin core solder, then, or flux core solder, then it will, you shouldn't need it. This is flux core, so as long as I do a good job soldering, I hardly ever need to use the flux bottle. So I'm going to do this one more time. My nice, clean soldering iron. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to heat up the joint, apply solder to the other side. And I have red and blue in the correct orientation, and they're both secure, and the joints are both smooth and shiny. That was soldering free-handed. I'll now demonstrate soldering using a snake clamp as an aid.